Hello, I'm Taylor TamBoTC channel. This is a quick little update video on Superman month. So, what am I doing for the rest of Superman month? So, when it comes to Superman stuff, there's not many games I'm running out of with Superman stuff. One of them is Lego Batman 3 again, but I can play some other levels with a different version of Superman. I have unlocked recently. I haven't, because I lost a lot of save data. It took a while to get to points where I needed to unlock Superman again, especially the next game, which is the Lego Movie The Game, which is a title of its own, which also has Superman and a couple other DC characters in it that I can fool around with. The only problem is I'm probably going to stick to certain parts of the game that won't have copyright cutscenes. Oh, excuse me. Geez, I'm a bit assy today. No, but when it comes to other Superman stuff, since I'm running out of games, I might also have a video because I didn't get to talk about Kirk's Superman. I actually didn't remember much about him somehow, and yeah, he's not a bad Superman, and he was overshadowed by George Reeves, but like for some reason I forgot to mention him during my video. I think I mentioned something about like, oh, there's other Supermen, but I don't remember the name of the actors, and I don't remember much about those versions, which is honestly true. I looked into them more, and thankfully to the top 11, I think it was, or whatever, that Nostalgia Critic usually does of Superman movies, I took notice of him once again. And yeah, wanted to talk about that briefly, and I probably did here already, because I don't know what else there is to say about him. But he is technically a better Superman, and like they said, I love when they transfer him from going when he's about to fly into animation and such. Is pretty cool, and he's just got the charm down and such with the character. Um, there are Superman movies I forgot to talk about that I did talk briefly about, which like the Superman Doomsday movie. There's tons of animated Superman movies in general. I think I just briefly mentioned there's a bunch, but the ones I mentioned was the Doomsday movie and the Brainiac attacks because I recently saw that. And I remember seeing it when I was younger because I'm a big Brainiac fan, but with the way they treat Brainiac nowadays, with the same goddamn evil plan that he has, it's kind of sad. Making him a boring villain somehow when they make him the main villain of almost every video game that's been out so far. But yeah, but I always loved Superman's Rogues Gallery. He has a great Rogues Gallery as well. Batman's is my personal favorite Rogues Gallery, but Superman is a close second next to, of course, The Flash, which also has a great Rogues Gallery. Those three heroes, and I think Green Lantern has a pretty good Rogues Gallery too. Like, they all have fantastic Rogues Gallery that I can name most of the villains from, and absolutely love for different reasons, or hate for different reasons even. And some of the villains have even become Justice League level threats, like Darkseid and such. But for the next Superman month stuff, I think it's mostly read-alongs. So I picked up The Return of Superman, and I have gotten out. I don't know what I'm going to do about the Justice League books, though. There's 2 Justice League books that are within the Doomsday, the Death of Superman setup. But I don't know where to place them exactly in reading order, so I might leave them out and then read them off to the side or something. But yeah, I'll be reading the Doomsday up to the Death of Superman, and then, of course, through the Reign of Superman, and the Return of Superman. And then there's also, I'll be doing read-along of, these are mostly audio experiences, kind of like what you're hearing you do right now, where there's just a background of something, maybe Superman-y. That's the other thing I gotta figure out, what game am I gonna use for the background and music and atmosphere when reading the books and doing the voices and stuff. I gotta figure that out. And then I want to probably read the Superman 78. This is the first book series titled Superman 78 with Brainiac. and I will be reading that. It is a 6-part series. And then, of course, I picked up from my local library Superman Unchained, part of the New 52. I might read that for the channel. There's, of course, other things I will probably be reading here and there, as well as I'll be playing other games that aren't just strictly going to have Superman or be Fortnite or something like that. I do want to play more of the Scythe filter games. There's more Dragon Quest stuff and such. There's a bunch of other games, and even trials that I want to try out for the channel of games I haven't gotten to try before. So yeah, that's pretty much it. But nonetheless, I hope you enjoyed, and that you hopefully you enjoy the upcoming stuff. That is what I mostly got planned. I kind of wanted to do a countdown timer thing with Doomsday, just like they did with the books, but just because of how far we are into the month, I don't know if I can work that in, because I was going to count it down from the first day and then go into the 30th or 31st or whatever. So, but I think there's actually more books than that, so yeah. And I'll probably make them live streams, by the way. So I will have to find an appropriate time for them to be. It'll probably most likely be in the afternoon time, Eastern time, some sort, maybe 2 p.m. or something. Yeah, but yeah, I think that's about it. I'll have to talk about right now. But I hope you enjoy nonetheless. And I was also planning skits, but I don't know how to go about them. They would be a little childish, silly. But yeah, well, one of them was going to be an audio skit. I kind of already talked about that one, and then the other one was like a visual skit. So yeah, I would love to do like a stand-up routine as well, because I used to do stand-up in my but it might be like audio stand-up, because I used to do stand-up for my what the frick is it called? Like talent shows. Every time a talent show came around the corner in my school, the first time I did a comedic song, which was based on one of my favorite comedians. I forget his name though, because I haven't seen him in so long. But he sang this song called "The Wabbit Slayer," which is a Ozzy Fudd song, and it's Ozzy Osbourne mixed with Elmer Fudd. And then, since I couldn't get some of the performers I had before for that, I decided to just go with stand-up and base it off of one of my favorite comedians, my other favorite comedians, that maybe isn't quite as musical, unless he's singing "I'm the map, I'm the map," is Brian Regan, and I based some of my more goofier kind of stand-up on that and such. But yeah, that would be cool to do, something audio, probably audio related. I don't want to call it ASMR stuff, honestly, but I know somebody would refer to it as that, but I wouldn't, honestly. But nonetheless, I think that's pretty much all I got planned for the rest of the month, and then I want to see what I do with the next couple months, because my friends are asking me, are you gonna do like a Batman month or a Flash month and Wonder Woman month and all that? And I'm like, I could. It's mostly finding good timing. The reason this timing worked was because Nostalgia Critic was doing a Superman month, and I was like, you know, I gotta jump back in and give Superman another shot. I've sadly been so desolate from Superman stuff, because after the whole DCEU stuff kind of broke him for me personally. So I feel like it's a good time, especially since there's going to be a new movie. I don't know when it's going to come out, but I've seen who are in the acting positions of each of the characters and such. So we'll see. I hope you have an awesome day nonetheless. If you did enjoy this or found something that maybe you're looking forward to, remember to like, share, and subscribe. Leave your comments below, and I'll see you next time. Bye!